Our hand was forced when your Prime Minister failed to acknowledge our 76,000 years in front of the world, when he said that this land was uninhabited, he said.
During the G20 World Leaders Summit in Brisbane earlier this month, a group of 50 Indigenous rights protesters were caught burning 6 Australian flags. Chanting the motto "Resist, Revive, Decolonise," the group was swinging back at Prime Minister Tony Abbott, who stated there was nothing but bush before white settlement.
I think most Australians would probably have been a bit embarrassed to see some Australians burning our flag in front of other international leaders. Most Australians, I think, have a strong sympathy for the plight of the Aboriginal people. They're going to be alienated from the message if they also see you burning the Australian flag.
Look, we live in a free country, but I don't endorse people burning the flag. People need to be wise about these things, and you lose public support when you do that. So all I'd say to people is don't do it. You can make your point without doing that.
And the idea doesn't sit well with many Western Australians.
Well, it's ridiculous. I mean, it should be outlawed. I think people should be prosecuted for doing it.
I think it should be banned. Yeah. I think it's terrible. I don't like it.
Yeah. I think everybody's got their own way of showing their disgust or their approval, but yeah, maybe not the right way in this instance.
They get too radical, I reckon, and go overboard. Because I'm Aboriginal too, and I find that disrespectful. If you don't want to live in Australia, go live somewhere else, but I wouldn't burn the flag.
I suppose they thought they had a point, so, but definitely not a good idea. I mean, if we burnt their flag, they wouldn't be very happy.
After the rally, the group went to their Facebook page to outline why they chose to burn our national flag. It states the flag represents the genocide of their people, lack of health and education services available to them, the racism they continue to endure, and the land they have lost. And that something drastic has to occur. The Australian flag does not represent our freedom. Burning of that flag is our freedom.
Well, I can understand that because on our flag is the Union Jack, and so by doing that it's sort of like, well, I don't know, my reading of it is that they're separating themselves away from the British heritage that we have, which is why we're a constitutional monarchy.
Well, I guess if all communications fail, they probably take some other action. I suppose it's what gets most attention.
It is easy to kind of come up with a band-aid solution of banning, flag burning, but are we addressing the solution behind it?
Because his comments were really disrespectful. But yeah, it is a message that should be heard.
Is the burning of Australia's flag freedom of expression or an offensive act that should be illegal? It's a hard question, one with no definitive answer.
Some will say that the flag should be protected at all costs. It is, after all, the flag that Australians have fought under for many generations. On the other hand, some would point to other countries where flag burning has always been a symbol of freedom. Your ability to burn a flag is meant to be a symbol of your ability to stand up to government.
It was in 2003 when a private member's bill for flag protection laws in the country was proposed to the federal parliament. The bill saw a maximum penalty of $11,000 for the act of destroying the national flag. It fell through, and similar attempts to criminalise the burning of our flag 5 years down the track in 2008 also failed.
The laws haven't gotten up because at the end of the day they've got to pass through both houses of government, and we haven't had a strong enough Senate since 2003 to get such a potentially divisive issue up and running. So until we have a strong government in both houses, I doubt that bill will ever get through.
As Indigenous communities continue to exercise their right to protest, some say burning the flag simply isn't a good look for our future leaders.
I think we've got to be careful there because, yes, tomorrow's leaders are watching us today, and unless we do instil in them a pride in their country, unless we show them a respect for government and for, in this case, the flag, that's going to breed an even perhaps more damaging level of apathy in the future.
The debate goes on as to whether burning our flag should be illegal in Australia. This is Georgia Raven reporting for Undercurrent.